Wow, folks. So, you execute a dude broad daylight. That's tough. That's tough. So the video is floating around of him actually being shot. You can go find it anywhere now. But the fact that they let that play out on TV, this is the problem I'm having with this, is now the guy that they had in cuffs, they don't know if that was him or not. For me, I really don't care if it was him or not. It's the action of what happened. And I said before, we were going to see human activity increase on the earth for the negative after the 7th, after the blood moon. I mean, you think about this guy and that girl on the bus. Evil, man. Evil is running rampant right now. Hey, that man left a family, a young family behind. Don't know if he was for the Lord or not. I didn't really follow Charlie Kirk, so I don't really know. My son followed him. You know, I think he was more in tune with the young folks. I really didn't follow him, so I can't really say. But he was speaking on transgender. So at the moment that he was speaking about mass shootings, and most of the mass shootings have been happening by, this is what he said, by transgender shooters. That's when he gets shot. So then I think about the programs that they have. It was definitely a hit because it was triggered. Now, you know, the government has programs where they have soldiers, and those soldiers, I ain't talking about soldiers that wear uniforms. I'm talking about soldiers that have been like Hydra from Marvel, where, and this is a real thing, where they are triggered by certain keywords. And they claim they disbanded this program long time ago, where they don't do that. But I don't believe that. I seriously don't believe that. Because just as he was speaking on shootings happening by transgenders, and a lot of them in schools, and you go back and look at all the evidence, and so he had a crowd that was there, and you had an enemy amongst the ranks. In broad daylight, you execute this guy, which I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, I'm not saying at least any man should boast, but I just felt it spiritually when I said it, man. I said, listen, man, this stuff hitting the earth. And what did I say? I told y'all, I said, go back through history. Every time we've had these large solar CMEs, look how activity happened on the earth with everybody that was acting crazy. What was going on in the solar system when we had all of these uprisings? Now look at France. At this time right now, France is on fire because they are protesting Emmanuel Macron's new prime minister appointee. We've got, I mean, wow, a lot of stuff happening. Then you got us up against what's going on, and that's escalated. But if you look at all the events after the blood moon, and the closer we get to that Tishri date of the 17th, which is 7 days from now, and it's happening. Just like the Lord told me it was going. He was like, hey, Holy Spirit was like, watch the people on the earth after the blood moon, because they always signify something happening. I think the enemy is agitated and getting things riled up spiritually. Anytime that is pure evil. Is it the same group that tried to take Trump out. Broad daylight. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is sinister and diabolical. Could it have been a sniper shot? Why would they arrest this dude? And he says, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me. When he said, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me, as they was cuffing him, and the police said, we don't know if it's him or not. It was an old dude. Okay, if you didn't do anything and they arrested you, why would you be hollering, shoot me, shoot me? Do you know something? I don't know. It's wild, ain't it? France out of control. We got this situation happening. We got, there are just, the protesters are starting. We got, and then here's the, can y'all see civil war? This is what I've been saying for a long time when it comes to those seals being open after we leave and we're harvested out of here. They were given the power to kill each other with the sword. All of these things are little nitpricks that's eventually going to powder keg into civil war. I just expect more stuff to happen. California, listen, man, the whole West Coast is shaking right now. The whole West Coast is vibrating right now. So many things are vibrating right now. You got Chicago wants evil to reign and rule in their streets because they don't want the government out there to help them. But yet you want these folks to continue to die, babies being shot on the way to school. And you say you still don't believe in a harvest, that there has to be an escape out of here? Evil begets evil begets evil begets evil, and it ain't getting no better, folks. It is getting worse. Not day by day, hour by hour, folks. It is getting worse. I'm blown away. Like, I really think they wanted his melon to explode like you do when you go out and target practice with cantaloupe and watermelon and honeydew, and you sit them out there and you take your whatever out there. Just so happened he moved because they wanted old boy's head to explode too in front of the world. But just so happened the Lord turned his head at the right time, and it only struck him in the ear. They wanted this dude's melon to pop because it's more dramatic. We can really get a civil war going. I want y'all to think that sounds diabolical, folks, but that's what the enemy wants. If I can execute, folks, it's just time to go.